Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pathway for the beginning of what will probably be the final adventure, unless something wild happens at the end of this here. So we are chasing the cultists of the Cornish Brotherhood to East Africa because they're going to find this chariot, and we're really worried about that. Chariots are scary. Sure, we have, like, jeeps, but no jeep can match up to the power of a chariot. I guess it's magic, probably. Anyway, we've been told we must stop them, and stopping Nazis is basically what we do, so I don't really care what it is exactly that they're doing. Let's just get out here and do the thing. So I was looking over the characters trying to decide who to take with us. I think it's very hard to say that Natalia is not, like, the best character, right? She has the ability to take medkits into battle so she can res people if they go down. She has access to the best weapon class, arguably the best weapon class, and then the best weapon we've ever found is from that weapon class. She has really good event options that we've seen a lot of use out of. She can wear the heaviest armor. She's probably just, and yeah, she has all these buffs in her skill tree. She's probably just the best character. But we've already used her a lot, and I think I have a good reason to take some other people. Basically, we haven't gotten to see the Ancient Languages perk in play very much, but we have seen a lot of opportunities to use it. And I think Omar is a pretty good fighter. He has access to a lot of the weapon classes. He wears heavy armor and it's slightly less effective for him, but it's still very good. He can use grenades, which I like a lot. And he does have 2 event options. He also has a damage penalty versus undead, which we might end up being kind of sad about. But I think in general, he's a very strong character. So we're going to take him for the Ancient Languages. And then there is one event perk that we have not seen at all. We've definitely seen places where Forbidden Lore would have been useful, but we've never actually had it on the team. So there are 2 characters with this perk. We have Monsignor Carlo Veduti here, and then also Rose Sheffield, American Adventuress and Mystic. Rose has access to a lot of the weapon classes, including pistols, which is obviously pretty important. She does have a damage penalty against animals, but I'm not sure that this actually matters, because all of the animal enemies have such low health that I think probably you'd be able to take them down in one shot anyway. Veduti only has the sniper rifle skill, but sniper rifles are not bad weapons, certainly, and he actually has a damage bonus versus undead to help offset Omar's damage reduction, and he does have the ability to heal people in combat, which I think is actually pretty important, especially if we're going into what may end up being the most difficult mission we've ever done. He also has 2 more points of bravery than she does. Basically, I don't think that these 2 are super different. I think we're going to take Veduti just because he has more bravery and because he has a damage bonus, but I do think they're pretty similar characters. Alright, so let us fiddle with our equipment a whole bunch. First of all, we can throw this very fine object, this very fine disintegrator, into his hands, and then throw this one in the garbage where it belongs. I'm kind of baffled by how bad these weapons are. I suppose there's certainly something to be said for the fact that the damage range is small, so they behave pretty reliably. But, like, as a weapon that probably, it suffers a damage penalty against so many enemies, such a large percentage of the enemies, and it doesn't have a base damage bonus to make up for that or anything. And then it also, like, all of the disintegrators we've seen reduce your stats while being kind of the worst weapons. And, like, this one only has a magazine of 2. The ability they have is nice, but I don't know. I find them kind of baffling. It may be the case that I'm not grasping something. Certainly the people who designed the weapon balance have a lot more time with the system than I do. Let's see. This is a piece of medium armor. Neither one of our people can actually wear it, right? Yeah, so I guess we'll leave it on Miguel. We probably are going to go and steal that very good pistol from Natalia. She can take this instead, because that pistol is really good. Really, really good. And then we have a purple rifle here. How does this compare to his rifle? I assume it's a pretty big upgrade. Yep, it is an upgrade in actually every way except mag size, where it is the same. Okay. And she can hold on to this. Then we probably want to swap out a couple of people who have knives. Who has, like, weak knives? Okay. So you and Rose can get these better knives, and we can throw these in the valuables. We certainly will not have any use for them. And... okay, so we just have an extra vest. I don't think we need to make any other big changes here, probably. And we could do like that. We could get the better armor patches into our inventory. Patching up our armor is certainly going to be a concern, and I don't think we have any armor patch items available in our... I'm going to take these from you. Yeah, I don't think we have any armor patch available, or items available from any of our trophies, do we? I think we cashed all those in. We still have a little bit of fuel. We have health items, and we're going to have more health items soon, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so we have a lot of healing items, not a lot of armor patches. It's probably a good idea for us to take all of these. Do I want to take Bellamy's too? Do I actually just want to have all this stuff in my inventory? We still have space to fiddle with things. Yeah, you know what? I think I am going to do that. And I think that's all of the big changes we need to make. So let's get going. Alright, it is a 2-map adventure.
You sigh with relief as your dilapidated sailboat approaches the massive harbor walls of Djibouti. Dry land under your feet, it can at last.
Alright, highly prioritizing the opportunity to recruit new people. The captain of the windblown dhow, I assume? An old Yemeni with a face like badly tanned leather, points to the mountain peaks on the horizon. Abyssinia. What fate awaits you there? Will you find the mythical divine chariot in time? Well, I mean, I'm from the future, so I suspect that the Nazis do not get a hold of a magical superweapon. Okay, so there's like a big dead end over here. We have 10 fuel to start with. Yeah, this has got to be our first priority, right? Hold on a second. I'm going to go really quickly just look up that word. The dhow is a lateen-rigged ship with 1 or 2 masts used in the Indian Ocean. Okay, that's the boat that brought us over. From context, that's what it seemed like it was, but why not know? We have the power of the internet, basically like the sum total of human knowledge at our fingertips. We ought to know things. The weathered shrine among the rocks looks like it's been here since the beginning of time. Also, it has... oh, wow. Hey, that's a pretty good way to start our adventure. Let's call it a good omen. So how much do we want to drive around before heading toward that? Our characters are both pretty low level, so we could use the XP. Yeah, let's do a little bit of driving about. You're not taking the most direct route. At first glance, the village seems deserted, but you soon discover the reason for the ghostly silence that blankets this place. An unknown enemy has brutally slaughtered the villagers. Okay, so this answers our question, the question I had earlier, about whether this event was the same as the rounding up the villagers event, but with time passed. No, apparently not. Alright, well, let's search the whole village. If we get into a fight while looking around, that's actually probably a good thing for us. Search the village hut by hut, but don't find a single survivor. When you reach the village square, you startle a group of grotesque creatures crouched over some of the corpses. Oh no! What could they possibly be? Alright, let's see exactly how much that minus 25% damage against zombies? That does seem like it would hamper your ability to get double shot kills. Okay, so we're seeing zombie 2s right from the beginning. I cannot see Omar's traits right now. But if it was minus 25%, we're looking at losing like 12 damage on each hit. Which, yeah, is probably going to be enough to take the gun from 1 shot to kill a zombie down to 2 shots. Alright, a lot of infected. We're going to take a lot of ranged attacks here. Well, I guess let's try to clean up these guys over here first. Really, I can't see him. It's a wall. Okay, well... do I want to double shot? I'm wondering if we double shot this zombie, just because there's like a pretty good chance. We do have a 30% crit chance. There's a pretty good chance we don't kill him with the first shot, but it's far from guaranteed. Yeah, I'm just gonna... It's good. It's good that we did that. Alright, and then we're not gonna kill this guy unless I crit, but we can certainly light him up. I may as well reload. I don't know that I really want to move. He already has a guaranteed hit, like if he wants it. He can just move into a guaranteed hit position. I do wish that the enemy animations could be sped up a little bit. Not a big problem when you're fighting the Germans, but the zombies do have a tendency to shamble. Suppose it's just zombie verisimilitude stuff, right? Now, it is worth noting that both Viduti and Rose can only use light armor, so that's not totally ideal. We also don't have a knife user in the party, which means that we don't have a lot of good sources of ammo-free kills. Ammo has not been an issue for us so far. It's entirely possible that this will not matter, but it's worth keeping an eye on at least. Didn't quite get him, huh? Well, you probably ought to back up. I don't think we're close enough for the spitters to hit us yet, but let's make sure we're in cover just in case. I have been surprised by their range in the past. Yeah, see, stuff like this is why we desperately need to get another party member as quickly as possible. Even if our attacks were better, the fact that there's only 2 of them makes it tough to keep the enemies off of you. Alright, well, pretty sure that Omar just caps this dude. Apparently I need to run first. And then Viduti probably... Yeah, even with the damage bonus, we need more damage. His attack range seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces. Jesus. That's a lot. So we probably cannot stand in a position where I can shoot him where he won't be able to also shoot me on his turn. And unfortunately, I can't quite... With this tile selected... Okay, I think his legs are red. I believe we can shoot him from here. There's not really anybody else close enough to be a threat. Omar will be able to put him down while softening up another guy with double shot next turn. I think that's the best we can hope for. I am already missing the +3 pistol damage that Natalia has. So probably what we want to do here is have Omar take a double shot that kills one of the spitters and weakens another one, and then have the father kill the weakened one. We rolled high enough to kill in a single hit on the one that was already wounded. It feels like a bit of a waste. I really do wish there was more of a way to lure the enemies together or to drive them together with your skills or something, because it feels so bad to have those guys explode and never get to make them blow each other up or blow up other enemies. Maybe that would be a good design for the machine guns. Like, give them the ability to use... You can use burst fire to, like, actually move enemies as they try to escape the suppressing fire. That would give them a neat, unique niche that isn't going to just see them outstripped by the pistols all the time. How much movement does this guy have? He does not have enough to reach the priest, actually. So if we just reload and then shoot this guy... Ah, damn it. I was really hoping for a kill there. This is kind of awkward. So, we'd better reload. And then I can't shoot him anyway, so I guess we'll run? If I don't run, I'm going to get hit by multiple guys. Actually, no, if I don't run, I'm only going to get hit by one of the normal zombies because there's only one space adjacent to me that's available to them. I will also take spit, but there's nothing can be done about that. Yep. Can't quite get there. Man. These two both consistently doing tiny amounts less than the enemy's max health is a real bummer. Oh, I did notice something while I was setting up for the episode and looking at who we would bring with us. Okay, that was nice. I did notice that there's one thing that maybe makes the rifles a little bit better. The amount of spread that you get on the attack is actually a property of the weapon. The assault rifles that we've seen all have a low spread value, so it's possible that when you find better assault rifles, you can... We're just gonna throw a punch here. It's possible that when you find better assault rifles, you actually can put yourself in position more frequently to get shots on more than two enemies. Because that's basically what would have to happen for it not to just be outstripped by the pistol, due to the fact that the pistol's multi-attack is very close to not being range limited at all, right? I think I would rather not have this thing have access to Omar. I'm going to move Omar away. We'll let it hit the priest, because the priest is going to want to heal anyway. It is worth noting that Omar's stats are kind of weird. I don't want to do this. He only has cover from the top side. Omar has really low stats in a lot of places, but he has super high intelligence, so he's supposed to be getting more XP than everybody else. I'm hoping that he will level up quickly and get into a position where he can carry us a little bit. Yeah, as long as the machine gun special attack is a straight line of limited length, it's only going to be better than the pistol special attack in situations where you can hit 3 enemies with it, right? And that's basically never. This knife is pretty bad. Okay. So does Omar get damage buffs to his pistol? He'll eventually get a range buff. But no, he will never get a damage buff. We could have taken plus assault rifle damage, but, you know, even with that, the assault rifle would still be pretty bad. We will get shotgun damage eventually. Maybe I should have given him a shotgun. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we should have given him that really good purple shotgun. Because the spread attack... I certainly like the spread attack more than I like the shotgun, or the machine gun special. And then the fact that the shotgun does splinter damage also is awfully useful. Alright, let's keep adventuring until we know we're about to get in a fight. Oh dear, the radiator boiled over. Doesn't seem like a real problem. But hey, you get some experience for looking for the radiator cap on the ground. No, not 100% clear on why that is. You know, you could say it is an experience. If your radiator boiled over in the desert and you had to spend a little while looking around for it, and then you went to your friend afterward and you were like, hey, I had an experience, let me tell you about it. Their response would be, hey, that doesn't count as an experience, you know? Maybe that's all it takes to get XP. Not far from your last stop, you notice a pile of books, none of them in a readable state. That is disappointing. Alright, let's see if we see anything interesting at any of these adjacent nodes. Okay, there's a shop. In the distance, you see what looks like an old temple structure. You stop to investigate and realize the entrance is caved in long ago. Fortunately, that doesn't matter because it looks like we could just walk around the entrance. A few nomads have pitched camp by a small brackish waterhole. You communicate with gestures and exchange polite nods and continue on your journey. Ah, I was all excited we were actually going to be able to talk to them this time. What's this guy got? We are definitely taking all of the fuel we can afford. We have a little bit of medium armor available to us, and a piece of heavy armor that is considerably worse than any of the heavy armor we're carrying. Well, I think we maybe are not buying anything else then. And there's an argument to be made that we should take on a bad piece of heavy armor just to have even more spare armor to swap through. But we have so much armor repair stuff. Yeah, never mind. We don't need to do that. Do we want to buy these painkillers? I guess we could go ahead and use some of ours. That's not what I wanted. I was trying to click on it to use it. Apparently we can't do that from the shop menu. And notice, it is getting the... I think we did get the bonus there from Vidudi's healing skill. Gonna pay a little bit more attention next time, but I think we got it, right? Because he was at 23. Ooh, this is interesting. Beyond the next sand dune, ancient walls rise abruptly from the desert sands. It's a deserted temple. It does not take long to uncover the entrance. You set out to explore the complex and run into a cultist ambush, and also a room full of lava. For some reason, we're not talking about that. Why is there a room full of lava here? I think we'll just swap to our other bulletproof vest. And do I want to use our needle and thread to repair Vidudi's armor? I suppose we ought to. Let's be a little bit overcautious while there's still only two of us here. These battles could get a little bit ugly. Alright, there's an infected one, a high priestess one. I do not like starting this close to this many enemies. We have the bravery to go for a multi-shot. Can't tell. That guy probably has cover. I'm trying to put Omar in a place where it's reasonable for him to take the double shot and then run. I guess this'll do. Okay, what does Omar's shot look like? It's pretty bad. Let's have Vidudi run all the way down here. Ugh, that cultist is going to be a problem too. Maybe what we want to do here is, in fact, have Vidudi... Vidudi is guaranteed to kill that spitter. Maybe shooting the spitter is a better use of his turn. Run forward a little bit. Try not to be in range of this zombie. Yeah. Let's actually do that. I'll take the spitter with him. And then we can have Omar just double tap the cultist. My priestess is not as dangerous, I don't think. That might have been a little bit much. It's possible that it would have been better to endure one attack than use our bravery at that point. I don't know. And the two of us together can... Well, I was about to say the two of us together can run away from the zombies into the corner while both shooting the High Priestess. But actually, one of us is probably going to get rooted. Yep, it did connect. Oh, interesting. His attack ignores armor. Have we ever seen that before? Did we have reason to know that? Well, we're definitely going to have the father flee from the zombies, although I fled into the attack range of that zombie. Plus 15% damage, right? So we're not guaranteed a kill. It's good, though. Well, that's a real shame. You know, maybe I should take that guy more seriously with his damage ignoring our armor, because Vidudi does not have that much health left. Okay, that works just fine. If Vidudi does have some cover from him, at least. Okay. Omar is absolutely running away. I think we could probably kill this guy on this action. Or this turn, rather. Ooh, that's not ideal. I have to get into attack range of the zombies if I want to shoot him. He's got weak cover. I guess I can stand right here and take the shot. 69%, that's alright. Okay. I believe we are safe from all of the zombies right now. Are the 3 ones that we can see here? Yes, those are the only ones remaining. Alright, we shouldn't take any more damage here then. I do believe we've got it under control. Well, I guess it's going to kind of depend on how the damage works out. Because we're going to get... Yeah, he's going to get stuck in position again. Alright, here's hoping this works. Okay. Just barely. That could have been really bad. Alright, and we're definitely just going to save our bravery for the next battle. We could have gone for a double shot there, but it wouldn't have changed much. Like, we still wouldn't have killed this guy in one hit. You know, I didn't actually look at his movement range. I just assumed he wouldn't be able to reach me because he looked far away. So that's bad. Don't do that. Fortunately, we have enough armor supplies that it probably isn't going to cost us anything, that I just didn't bother to look there. But in the future, you know, if the game offers you information, take the information. Alright, got ourselves some money, some gunpowder. We actually are kind of low on ammo at the start of the adventure here. So, we are going to have to repair Omar's armor a little bit, and we can use that slot to put this terrible shotgun in. A few foundation walls are all that remains of the buried temple complex, half buried in the sand and rocks. You search the area, but apart from a small rock altar, you find nothing of importance. As if in a trance, Veduti kneels before the altar. His eyes are strangely glazed as he chants a strange melody. A strange tension fills the air, and the hair stands up on the back of your neck. Strangely. Moving like a puppet on invisible strings, Veduti grabs a sharp-edged flint and slashes the palm of his hand. His blood drips onto the altar as if in slow motion, and suddenly the sand in the inner courtyard parts to reveal an old stone shaft that leads vertically down into the depths. Okay, well that forbidden lore stuff's really coming in handy here. Well, maybe it is, because we haven't seen the reward from this yet. Veduti opens his eyes as if awakening from a deep slumber. Take a deep breath and think about what you want to do. Yeah, let's open a mysterious shaft in the desert and then just drive away from it. Obviously enter the temple. You secure the shaft with a crossbeam, then rappel down. What awaits you in the depths? Stooped over, you work your way step by step along the narrow passage until you finally reach the end. The corridor has collapsed here. There's nothing you can do but turn back. You curse your bad luck. Just as you are about to turn back, you see something in the rubble of the cave-in. The mortal remains of a grave robber. You look around carefully and spot a tripwire that disappears into holes in the walls on either side of the passage. A trap triggered by the hapless grave robber. The man holds a small bundle in his mummified hands. What might it contain? Okay, quite a lot of money and a shell that definitely doesn't look like anything other than a shell. How much fuel do I have left? 13? Okay, we can afford to go to this node before the combat. In the distance, you hear a wailing, many-voiced lament. Using some ruins for cover, you cautiously sneak closer to discover a group of cultists conducting some kind of ritual. Well, I do love experience. Yeah, Veduti's gonna level up after this combat, probably. Let us hit him with a painkiller and go to work. Man, I really can't wait until we get that third party member. It is entirely possible that we will get 2 more low-level party members. We have enough people who are still like, level 1. But I'm hoping we find somebody pretty experienced. We'll be able to take this guy down easily enough. The other spitter's really far away. This looks like it's not going to be too bad. We don't know what these are. It's possible one of them is a cultist or even a high priestess. I don't want to try to... Let's start with Viduti, actually. Okay. If he had gotten a kill there, you know, that could have informed our decision-making pretty seriously. This guy's behind high cover. I guess I'm not going to assume that we will be able to hit him. If I stand here, am I safe from this dude? Oh, yeah. Way safe. Ah, but we want to be on the same horizontal line so that we don't have to worry about his cover. Okay, and then Viduti can probably just reload, honestly. We're not anywhere near any enemies. Alright, time to find out if we are indeed fighting a bunch of cultists on top of the ranged enemies that we can see. I think we're not in too much danger from the melee troops. They started really far away from us, and they have to cross a lot of open ground to reach us. Yep, that is a cultist. We didn't see movement from the final unit, so I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume the final unit is probably one of those spitters. One of the spore guys, so we probably don't have to worry about him. You only have low cover. I would like to kill the cultist, obviously. But I also want to be able to shoot at this zombie, and I want to do it from a position that's not adjacent to the zombie. So we don't know exactly where that spitter is. I'm going to go to here. Okay. Hey, we found all the enemies. Spitter and this guy. Wow, good shot. Holy crap. And then we're definitely going to get mauled by that zombie anyway, but I can kill the spitter now. Honestly, that was a pretty good turn. Probably this one zombie attack is the only damage we're going to take. Just enough to be annoying, though. It would be really cool if the spitter missed. That's not so bad. Do you have attack range on Omar from there? You do. Okay, so we probably will take another one then. Because it's unlikely we get to kill both of these guys. Let's have Omar start by shooting him. Yeah. Well, that being the case, I'm going to have Viduti fall back to here. We'll just finish that guy off. Oh, you know what? I should have just punched him. You know, we've seen the punch do 6 damage this mission. Probably a punch would not have been safe. Because that guy might have survived it, gotten a counterattack, and then still gotten to attack on his turn. So we are going to get hit at least one more time. Due to our bad damage. I was kind of hoping with this mission being a much more explicit Nazi chase that we would see fewer zombies. Alright, excellent crit. Sets us up for a really easy kill. That we just barely get. Maybe really easy was too strong. Alright, we do have to carry about our ammo a little bit. We don't tend to find a ton of ammo during conflicts with the cultists. The fight we're about to have with the Nazis might give us some, though. Okay, some petroleum. One of those wonderful machetes. You love those. So let's throw that in the valuables and grab these. We don't have anybody who can use a knife on staff right now, but that might change. We can move those into his hands. That's probably a thing worth doing. And then let's level up Viduti. So we could get +6 armor or even better medkit healing. He already has +6. I think our problem with the medkits is not that they do not heal enough. I think I would actually much rather have him have more armor. Especially since all of our armor repair kits repair 20 at least anyway. So if he doesn't take that, we're wasting so much armor repair. Okay. Sorry, what was his vitality or dexterity? That's kind of whatever. Medkit range up is kind of interesting. Yeah, he's actually not going to get any valuable level ups until like the last level. That's a bit of a shame. It was also true for Rose, but like Rose's level ups are also not great. Yeah, neither one of our characters is going to level up into a total powerhouse. A deathly silence hangs over the fortified cultist camp. You peer warily around the crude palisade, when you suddenly hear soft footsteps in the desert sand behind you. Okay, the cultists have been stalking you, now you're trapped. Alright, so let's use a needle and thread on Viduti. And I guess if we're going to hold an item, we should hold the one that repairs for more. And you're down... Yeah, I guess we'll just use one of these on you immediately as well. Okay. Probably not worth healing. You know what, actually? I think I would rather have him have the painkillers. I know in general it's nice to heal people for a lot, but the painkillers in his hands heal for so much. I'm just thinking like it might be more beneficial to us for him to have 6 heals in his hand. No, let's stick with the greater heal. I'm just thinking like there's not that many situations where we'll actually want to heal for 31. But he has 50 max HP. He could need 31 points of healing while still being alive reasonably. Alright. Cannot wait to get that third character. Like several of these battles, we would not have taken damage if we had any third character at all. Okay, no spitter. There is a cultist. So let's both start on that side of the battle. I think we're both just going to shoot this guy. Do we... We only have one enemy unseen who is probably a real enemy. This could be another spore guy, but it also could be a high priestess, I guess. I'm wondering if it's safe for us to just have both of our guys shoot the cultist and then run south. Or maybe I should go for the double tap instead. Yeah, let's just do that. And Viduti can... Here, let's have Omar run south first. Get a little bit of information about what else is down here. Okay, we wanted more information so that we could, for example, run down here and just shoot this guy in his stupid face. Okay, so now Omar can kill him easily on the next turn, and we can have Viduti focus on the zombies. Oh, hey, there's a gap there that the zombie could come through. I did not realize that. I thought that zombie was stuck on the other side of the wall. Well, that's not ideal. That's also pretty not ideal. Viduti's actually in some pretty grave danger here. Alright, he's not dead. Well, this has complicated things slightly. Do we need to heal? Priestess has high cover. Thing is, we know there's another zombie right there. So it's very not safe for Viduti to run out there and attack. Alright, we'll have Omar shoot this guy. And fail to kill him, of course. Reload. And then... of course we got him to 7 and not 6. Alright, we have to actually finish him off. That really sucks. That's like extremely bad. It's also extremely bad that Viduti can't move to there, which is the place that he desperately needs to move to. This guy has enough move to get behind this wall. Viduti would only be safe there. So we're probably in a lot of trouble, then. Ugh. Just healing in place definitely kills me, right? This guy has enough move to hit me, that guy has enough move to hit me, that guy gets to shoot me. If I run, there aren't very many places I can run to. Like, basically I have to go here and just hope this guy doesn't kill me. He doesn't always hit hard enough to drop me. Right, I think he hit for 14 on his last attack. But we're actually in pretty dire straits. Yeah, it sucks so much that Omar has a damage penalty against undead, and then we're not fighting any Germans at all. Okay, it's not awesome, but we'll live. These guys definitely have enough movement to continue to get on me. We had to back way up, right? Of course. Of course you failed to get the kill. Omar needs to run to here at least. And then just shoot that guy and get a point of bravery. Or shoot this guy and get a point of bravery. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Okay, wow, that was lucky. But I was going to say, if these two are both low, as long as they can't... Oh, no, that guy... Whatever. Omar can take a hit. That's not a big deal. We so desperately need a third fighter, or to just be fighting Germans. But this guy is definitely in a position where he is now killable with a double shot. So we throw a double shot and hope to get a little bit lucky, or like if the cultist comes forward... That's inconvenient. But that guy just has infinite range, huh? That really didn't turn out that poorly. So we have 2 zombie kills. And both of them are actually guaranteed, which is awesome. And then Viduti is out of ammo. And both of the zombies can reach him. So, do we have to heal? Heal and reload. They can't both hit him. And Omar has enough health that he might survive getting attacked by all 3 of these guys. Repair kit doesn't really help. We just reload. Yeah, and Viduti heals himself and reloads. For real, a third person would be so helpful here. It's alright, we're almost there. 25. It's way better for Omar to go down than it is for Viduti, too, because Viduti can get Omar up so effectively. Okay, he did not go down. He needs to run... Okay. If he runs to the place where he has a guaranteed kill on the High Priestess, both of the zombies can reach him. Viduti can't quite heal him from this position. I think we have to do this. I think this guy has to go down. Not actually optional. And then... It doesn't really matter where I go. Yeah, we could block for Omar, but it doesn't help things, really. I guess let's go block for Omar. I'm just thinking, like, if that zombie were to take Omar down, Omar doesn't bleed out instantly, and then Viduti kills it anyway. But I suppose this is the better play, because if it brought Omar down, there's a small chance that Viduti fails to kill it. Okay, or maybe Omar just gets it done. There are no more nodes between us and the reinforcement that we know for sure contain combat. But there are quite a few nodes. We could get into another fight between here and there. It would be cool to find some ammo. We have 3 bullets left. I mean, the guns are full, but we have 3 bullets left beyond that. Do I want health? More aim at targets who are in cover, or... reflexes is definitely wrong. So do I want to have a better chance to shoot people in cover, or vitality? It would be nice to always be able to shoot people in the open, but with the pistol with double shot, sometimes you are shooting at one target in the open and one target in cover, and there's no good way to work around that. So I think I want the extra point of dexterity. And let's hope this next node is not a combat node. The old caravansary is surrounded by a grove of overgrown palm trees. At first glance, you can tell that no one has lived here for decades. The place looks abandoned. The only sound is the rustling of parched palm leaves in the wind. Well, let's take a look at the outbuildings with our incredible brute strength. As you thought, the caravansary is deserted, but a locked outbuilding arouses your curiosity. Omar looks the massive wooden door up and down before heaving it open with his bare hands, as if it were made of cardboard. With his bare hands, really? Imagine you'd put your shoulder into it or something, but no, he just pressed it really hard with all of his incredible strength. As your eyes get used to the darkness, you realize you're standing in the well room. You use the rope to lower the wooden bucket into the well until you hear a splash. Water. The water tastes delicious. As you set off again, you feel miraculously refreshed. So that was nice, actually. Okay, are we going to have to fight for our new crew member or pay for them? Because I totally have money. Alright. We must free the prisoner with... Okay, it's Shawnee, so at least she doesn't use ammo. You sneak up on an improvised Wehrmacht camp. Soldiers are piling sandbags, digging latrine ditches. There's a lot of activity. Yep, you know what we gotta do here. So, let us, first of all, repair Vidudi's armor, and then for Omar's armor, we could use 2 leather patches. Probably that's the right thing to do. We really don't want things to go wrong right now when we're so close to having a third attack. It is a little bit of a shame that it's Shawnee. I would have definitely preferred somebody who has a gun, but maybe given our ammo situation, Shawnee is actually the best of our options. Okay, so we have some fairly weak enemies. Where's the Tesla Borg? He's all the way up there. Normal Nazi troopers and snipers way off in the distance. That's actually really crummy. They're spread out in a way that's kind of awkward for us. We can come up here and get good cover. Tesla Borg. Okay, we can't see his movement range. I don't love having to shoot at the guy in high cover. I wonder if we might be better off setting an ambush right in front of him, so that when we shoot at him, he's in the open. Like that. Yeah, let's do that. I have 1,000,000 bravery. We can afford to mess around with it a little bit. Okay, that guy should not be a problem this turn, but he definitely will be a problem if we don't take care of him before the end of next turn. Okay, so somebody gets shot because they have to. It's probably like... Ugh, it sucks that that guy has heavy cover from us. So I really want Omar to be able to move to here and take his shot, so I think what we're going to do is have Vidudi start to move. He'll get shot, which is fine. Oh, interesting. The ambush prevents the action from occurring even if it misses. I don't think we knew that. I just assumed it was going to hit. Alright, and then... Fingers crossed. Damn it. Wow. Tesla Borgs can move so much. I think they actually do just have infinite movement. They can move to any space they want to, it seems like. These sandbags are lifesavers. We have no way of attacking this guy from a position where he doesn't have high cover against the attack. Oof. I wish we could save her during the fight. Like, I would definitely prioritize that. Well, I guess we're just going to kill this guy. Move to a position where I have a lot of high cover. And then we don't have a guaranteed punch to death. I would really like to have. This is a pretty safe position, and this will still give us the kill. Yeah, I might have just stood here and punched him if he was guaranteed to die to the punch. The good news is they don't have any healing, so that Teslaborg is not going to get any healthier. He's going to remain one-shottable. Oof. We are definitely getting a little bit lucky this time. Alright, Omar has that good punch. Or that good shot. And Vidudi cannot get into range for what he needs to get into range for. I think I'm going to set up an ambush. Just try to keep that guy from moving in on us. The Teslaborg is still far enough away. Well, the Teslaborg can do whatever he wants, so he will probably be able to move up and shoot us if he wants to shoot us. Yep, that's going to spoil my ambush. I wasn't thinking about that when I clicked the button, but I should have been. Okay, so that sucks a lot. So Omar has to break... Yeah, Omar has to break the ambush because Vidudi will die. If Omar breaks the ambush by moving, he won't really get to attack. This is my only attack, 41% chance. I mean, take it. Okay. That is what we needed. They get into a position... I cannot get into a position that's considered a wall. Alright, well, I'll take this one then. We have 3 bullets remaining. Probably I'm going to let Vidudi reload. And Omar's just in punch mode from now on. Will we find some bullets? He's a lot tougher than Vidudi is basically why I think this is his job. Alright, that is all of the bullets. We could just set up an ambush. Honestly, I'm just going to move forward. I think it's pretty likely that the attempt to ambush ends up with us missing with the shot, and I don't want to do that right now. And all of the German units are so fast. %49 chance. I think I'm going to... Let's set up ambush. I'm kind of wondering if we can maybe make him not do anything this turn. Make him be panicked. I agree, you should have some more cartridges somewhere, but you don't. Okay, that's actually perfect. Because Vidudi absolutely has this dude now. Remarkably, failing to kill him. It's a good thing I had already punched him twice. Ugh. I really do wish that on the main equipment menu, you could buy starting fuel and ammo. Because increasing your fuel and ammo capacity doesn't help you almost at all. Alright, we got Shani. We are absolutely taking Shani on board. Shani can actually kill people. And I'm assuming, is this... Oh, this is a better class of machete than she had before. I'm still very eager to give this to somebody. So this is... We did not reveal what kind of location this is. Well, let's hope it's a store that has a lot of gunpowder. You reach a rocky landscape interspersed with rugged massifs. A vague smell of sulfur hangs in the air. As you're considering whether to avoid this inhospitable area, you spot a steaming waterhole surrounded by rocks. Last time we drank the water, it was really good for us. So let's inspect it. Okay. Current health replenished. It turns out giant green terrifying crystals, actually a good thing. So where are we at on Shani's level up tree? She is very close to a level that will give her just raw knife damage. That's okay. She's also good against undead. Man. I'm very concerned about this zero ammo thing. Come across some scraggy shrubs. She is also concerned about them not having any bullets. She understands that this could end up being real bad for her. As you explore the ruins of the deserted village, you almost stumble over a small group of cultists sleeping on the ground. You see an old wooden chest in their midst. I'm going to try to steal the wooden chest, because I think being in combat with them right now would be non-ideal. Okay, as quietly as possible, Omar picks his way through the bodies of the sleeping cultists until he reaches the chest. That's just bad strategy. It definitely should have been Shani, because she's a lot faster than he is. You hold your breath as he opens it, but the cultists are sleeping soundly. A short time later, Omar returns with a yellowed parchment in his hands. Okay, does it have a lot of bullets wrapped in it? Because that's about the only way I'm going to be happy about that. You study the parchment carefully. It is a map of the surrounding area. Okay, and there's a marking. I guess let's follow it. Maybe this is where they buried all their bullets. You reach some impassable rocks. Without the map, you would never have thought of exploring these inaccessible hills. But soon you find a small cave. Entrance hidden away between two rocky outcrops. Curious, you enter the cave. The ornamentations on the walls are strange and unfamiliar. As the passage widens into a larger hall, you hear a low, menacing hum. Well, we can't turn around now. The source of the humming remains a mystery, so you turn to more important questions. Excited, you search the ancient tomb. The floor is scattered with strange crates and boxes. The cultists have clearly been using the vault as a secret stash. Nobody concerned about the humming? I'm concerned about the humming. Okay, money and fuel. I mean, I'm not going to be upset about fuel. Hey, can we unload the gun that's in our inventory? Is that a thing? No, I cannot, it looks like. What do we have? We have 2 bullets left. Really feel like we ought to be able to unload this gun. Okay, is it a sniper rifle? Okay, so we could swap him over to that. I'm not allowed to equip that in his item slot, am I? No. Yeah, we could swap him over to that if we don't find any more ammo soon. A combat encounter. Cavernous crevice in the rock wall in front of you is clad with crude bricks. A small, murky gully indicates that you have come across an outlet of an ancient system of water cisterns. We are probably going to have to get into battle to have a chance of looting any ammo. So we're just going to have a fight where Omar's not very useful, sadly. Let's sneak closer. Maybe we could get a more advantageous battle position. Something? I don't know. You stumble over the remains of a desperate battle. Mangled bodies and tattered caftans lie scattered around, but there is no trace of the victors. You stoop over a groaning tribesman struggling for breath. You do everything you can, but it is too late. The old man breathes his last in your arms. In low spirits, you continue your journey when you encounter a strange group of people coming the other way. They're just as startled as you are. Okay. Fight was probably unavoidable. Shani's going to be able to do a lot of damage. We have 2 shots from the priest, so we got to make sure he can't miss them. Okay, zombies. Where's the cultist? Way over there. Shani does enough damage, she's guaranteed to kill a zombie, right? And we could have Viduti and Omar work together to kill one. Probably we want to start down here. We have Viduti move to a position where he's guaranteed to hit. Sees a new enemy, but it's not nearby. That gives Omar a lethal punch. Definitely concerned about the fact that this is a fight against cultists, which means there's probably not going to be any loot, or any bullets in the loot, rather. Shani has a pretty easy kill there. We really got to save this bullet until we absolutely need it. It is super weird that we cannot unload the gun that we have in our inventory. Alright, well, she's got to take up the best cover position she can. Does this guy reach her? He does not. It is currently the case that we don't have to kill him this turn. I think let's just back everybody up over here. And you know, when we move guns to the valuables, I don't think it puts their ammo in our ammo supply either. Probably ought to do that. Alright, so that's the cultist down there, we know that. I think we're going to have to shoot this turn if we don't want to take any damage. We can have Shani drop down and kill this guy, but there's another zombie who I think is close enough to hit her, right? Oh no, he's not, in fact. I don't want to just... I guess we'll move him here. Give us a little bit better vision of this direction. There are 2 zombies and that 1 cultist. Oh, the cultist is up here. What was I thinking? He's close enough that he's definitely threatening an attack. But I think we maybe, again, don't have to fire a gun this turn. I'm actually just going to end the turn right there. Let the cultist come over here if he wants to get a good Molotov throw-off. Alright, he doesn't have it right now. When Shani moves up, he totally might. She'll kill him in 1 hit, probably. I think we just let him hit her and then let her kill him. Wow, that was a really bad hit. You have done a terrible job. This doesn't need to be a bleed, right? Well, I guess she's not actually guaranteed the kill. Yeah, sure. Let's make it a bleed. That way, even on minimum damage, it would be guaranteed. Alright, we do occasionally find some gunpowder from cultist fights. Maybe this will be one of those. Okay, it was. That is enough for 10 shots. Can I reload my guns in the menu? Yes. Let's definitely do that. And on you, I think we're just going to take the flat damage. Alright, let's hope that that is the beginning of a trend of us finding ammo after battles. The garishly colored tents are the first thing you notice about the fortified cultist camp. You cautiously sneak forward to take a closer look. They're clearly building an altar of some kind. As you try to sneak off quietly, you hear a shout. Okay, do we want to... Yes, we totally do want to repair some armor and stuff. Let's do one of these on Viduti. We probably should also repair Shani's armor. She doesn't have a ton of health, so... And then... Could use the last armor patch. Yeah, we are, like... We're out of armor stuff, aren't we? Here's what we'll do. That has a little bit of health left on it. So we'll do this, and then just leave it. The hammer and pliers in his hands. Yeah, it's not great, but I think that's the right way to do this. Alright, so we can shoot the spitters, and then we'll try to be careful with ammo again after we get the spitters down. You only see 2 of them right now, but this guy totally could be one, and I think there were 3 spitters in the image. Definitely don't want Shani to have to kill them. Do want to get to kill that cultist. Yeah, let's all start up here. I think Shani running over to kill the cultist is a good idea, even if it does mean she takes a hit, because, like, we got to get rid of that guy. And let's hope we don't get minimum damage on this. Oh, actually, with the +5 damage we took, minimum damage is lethal again, I think. Omar... That guy's not in cover at all. So if Omar stands here, he gets a pretty clean double shot. That's Viduti. That's not Omar at all. I just didn't even click on Omar. Okay, that's fine. This position also works for this. Come on, high rolls. Alright, we got a crit. That's actually awesome. I should have had Viduti shoot first, I guess. Yeah, because he was... There's a reasonable chance of him getting that kill with his bonus damage. Still, very excited about that outcome. That was really good. This guy is going to get to spit at us. That guy is also going to get to spit at us. I'm surprised that missed. Is he not in the open? Ooh, that's inconvenient. That actually hit her. So she's going down. There's not a ton we can do about that. I think we want Viduti to end up, like, over here. Shoot at this guy, and fingers crossed for a 1-hit. Nope. So Omar has to finish him off. And then Shani dies. But Viduti will pick her back up. It really sucks that, like, this thing has failed to hit her every single time it's shot at her to such a degree that I thought there was a chance that she was just immune to it. Oh wow, 4 turns too. We have like a lifetime to pick her back up. So I think we probably want to shoot this guy first. That sucks. Okay. And then your movement is blocked by her in her KO state. These are the last 2 enemies, right? No, there are 3. Where's the 3rd one? Oh, all the way down there. Okay, even less of a concern. We can just have him move up to her. I think that's pretty safe. And then he can pick her back up next turn. And Omar ends up, like, here. He has double shot and might actually get to use it. There's a chance that I just double tap a single zombie. It's not, like, ideal, but it might have to happen. Alright, Viduti gets her up. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Viduti has to reload, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to end up in a rough spot on ammo again here, unfortunately. So do we want to double shot these 2 and fish for the crit? I'd be a little bit more interested in doing that if we were going to be able to reload Omar's gun. I think we have 1 bullet left. No, wait, we reloaded 6 and 2 out of the ammo supply already, so actually Viduti just took all the remaining ammo. We will not be able to reload Omar's gun. So we really should double attack a single target. Yeah. Unfortunate, but necessary. And then Shawnee takes this guy out. Wow. This is like a straight-up 80. That's not bad. We have 2 bullets left, and they're in Viduti's rifle, if I can do basic math. There's certainly no guaranteeing that I can. Yeah, we really need to encounter some more ammunition here. Maybe we could use some of those bullets that are all over that map on the loading screen. Nope, of course not. Okay, this is bad. Well, we got another thing that has ammunition in it. Let's try moving this gun to the valuables. Well, hold on. Let's move this gun to the valuables. Yep, the ammo's just gone. Not possible to unload a weapon. Can Omar use... Omar cannot use a sniper rifle. And I did miscount by 1 bullet. We totally have a full thing here. Well, I'm going to go back to this node. Because there's probably combat at the final node, right? We need to take every chance we can get here to get something. And there's no... we could drive all the way back to here and head down this way. I mean, we know that there's a shop over there. I'm wondering if that's... I wonder if we'd be better off just heading to here and trying to... Boy, it would be really difficult for us to survive the next combat, though. We basically have Shawnee 3 bullets from this rifle, and then Omar can run around punching people, which is not ideal. Honestly, though, it might be... It might be better than... Well, how much fuel do we have to spend? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 before we see a new node. 7, 8, 9, 10... Like, the shop is so far away. Yeah, I think we're just going to go forward. Maybe this is where this run of this adventure ends and we start again tomorrow. That's possible. It's not totally impossible that we might just not have a fight here. The ruins of ancient Aksum rise up before you, the fallen capital of a long-forgotten kingdom. According to the rumors you chased down in the murky underworld of Djibouti Harbor, these ruins are important to the Brotherhood's plans, so you decided to take a look for yourselves. When you notice a small group of cultists making their way toward the ruins, you quickly take cover behind nearby boulders. Eventually the cultists reach the ruins, only to vanish a short time later. Maybe we'll be able to use skills to navigate around the combat here. You wait a few minutes before approaching cautiously and searching the area where you last saw the group. You soon discover a shaft leading down into the depths. If I'm allowed to just leave without fighting them, we probably ought to do that, right? Okay, just continue our journey. Yeah, weird. I'm surprised that the fight at the end of that was not mandatory. The parched and rocky landscape of the volcanic highlands of Abyssinia extend far into the horizon. The air here is noticeably thinner than in the country's coastal lowlands. You are grateful when you spot the tents of some goatherds at the edge of the bumpy track. A short break would do you all good. Yeah, it would indeed. Let's just put this on in case a short break means armor replenished. Oh hey, that's Natalia. You reach the herd of goats and some children run excitedly into the tents. A few moments later, an all-too-familiar figure emerges. Wow, what are they trying to say about her? I bet you weren't expecting to see me. When I heard you were tangling with the Konishites, I set off immediately, so if you need any help, my things are packed. Well, we certainly can't afford to not take her on. Listen, even when I try not to use Natalia, the game forces her upon us. And, to be perfectly honest, I'm like overjoyed to see her. We really, really need some help, and she has 6 bullets. That's more than anybody else would have brought to us. So I think this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to see if Natalia can drag us out of the situation we've gotten ourselves into. And we'll see you then.